Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the J and J Show. Jacob, it is crazy to think about that this is our 64th episode. We're going on 70 episodes of this goddamn show.
No. That's not the number of people say these days, JJ. Your
We're not
favorite
gonna-
number. We're going on that number, but yeah, 64 episodes, season 3, episode 9. We got a lot to talk about today.
We do, and for the first time all season, your favorite segment is here. It's our Tri-State Hockey Update. All right, Jacob, take us through what has happened through the hate triangle of the National Hockey League, the New York Rangers, the New York Islanders, and the New Jersey Devils. And I've got your graphic pulled up.
We are starting with the Tri-State Hockey Update. Welcome back to the NHL season.
Finally!
We're going to start with the New York Islanders. We're looking at 0-3 at the moment. Losses to the Pens, Jets, and the Capitals. All close games, I would say, but the last game, Winnipeg, they low-key got dominated. Matthew Schaefer has certainly been looking really good for them, their first overall pick. He's probably going to be a good star tonight. They play Edmonton tonight, who beat the team we're going to be talking about next, our New York Rangers, who have the same amount of goals as home as the Islanders do have wins. In 3 games.
It's a ridiculous stat.
Congrats to them. They now have that's NHL history, beating the record of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are no longer in the fucking league.
That's crazy. From all the way back from 1928. But yeah, the Islanders don't get me wrong, they don't look terrible by any means. But the way they're playing right now, I mean, they are just off to a nightmare start. Granted, they played some pretty good teams, except that Penguins game, which got away from them, and they probably could have won that game. But overall, as long as the young kid, I mean, Shabanov's been really strong for them. Schaefer is fun to watch. Like, the Islanders are in a position where we all expected them to be.
Yeah. Look at the bottom at the moment. Maybe they'll come up, they'll start getting on the up and up, but we'll see. I mean, it's in my opinion, I always have said this. I compare Sorokin to Mets Jacob deGrom.
Yeah.
Hell of a goalie, does his job, but his offense doesn't do anything for him. I've always been saying that. I mean, Sorokin's a great goalie, but I mean the Islanders' offense is just non-existent at times. Where it's either one or the other. He either does really bad and they score a lot, or he does really good and they can't score and they lose like 2-0 or something. So. The Islanders have to pick it up there next. In the team in the middle, New Jersey Devils are 2-1. They have their home opener tonight against the Florida Panthers, back-to-back Cup champs. Devils coming off a win in Columbus and in Tampa. They lost to the Hurricanes in their first game of the year, which your Rangers legend K'Andre Miller scored twice.
Can't make it up. K'Andre Miller scored twice against the Devils, which honestly did make me happy. But to make matters worse, Chris Kreider is scoring goals at will for the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of the Rangers, I mean, amazing results on the road. A 6-1 win in Pittsburgh and a 4-1 win in Buffalo. Yet no goals at home to Artis Shilos, Charlie Lindgren, and Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, I mean, Silas was low-key surprising. That was just surprising to be there in person and seeing that. That it was a little shocking, if I'm gonna be honest. Shesty played out of his mind that game. I mean, I just felt like they couldn't get anything going. I mean, it was. Some might say they'd rather have watched paint dry than watch that team that day.
Yeah, it's definitely the Rangers are at a very strange crossroads right now. Like, a lot of people want to say that they're like failing right now because they're 2-3 on the season. Mm-hmm. But you have to realize they're playing really good hockey. They've just had no puck luck whatsoever. And by the way, I want to see more minutes from Sam Carrick going forward. That guy is a gamer, and I love him so much. He's incredibly fun to watch. And I gotta say, I tip my cap to him whatsoever. So, I mean, we're gonna see what it all comes down to at some point with this whole situation. But yeah, it sucks that they've been as unlucky as they are.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But the next game for the Rangers is tonight, actually, at I believe 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
against the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that sums it up for the Tri-State Hockey Update. let's talk about
Everybody plays tonight, actually. As I said earlier, Oilers and Islanders. Oh,
R from TZ and his big 1v1 later versus Jake. Everyone tune in.
He's trying to make the football team. That's what we're going for here.
Oh God.
And yeah, he's a very small kid.
So Jesus, that's rough.
They play the Islanders against the Oilers tonight. Devils host the Panthers, as I said, and as JJ just said, Rangers and Leafs. It looks like Igor versus Stolars.
Stolars.
Yes.
Really? Jake says, yeah, not happening. Oh, I mean, we'll see how it goes. You're gonna have to keep me updated on this.
Yeah, I think the matchup is 1-1 if I'm correct. Boys, can we stop feuding in the chat? We do not take it to the group chat.
I'll take the comments. So I appreciate the interaction. But yeah, to get into the next segment of our show, college football. It was honestly kind of a normal week, I'll be honest. Except for whatever the hell Ole Miss was doing. That was terrible. Clean it up. Never do that ever again. You almost lost to Washington State at home. That would have been absolutely putrid. Your boys against the Illinois Fighting Illini did pretty much what I expected them to. But I got to say, I'm disappointed in Illinois. They had some of the most conservative play calling I've ever seen, and it was just driving me up a wall. What did you think about watching that?
Yeah, we'll get into it. First, I want to give a quick shout out to, that's the other one. We'll get to them in a moment. Shout out Welling. Q's playing Pitt this week, so we'll see what happens there. We'll talk about them in a second. But yeah, I want to give a quick shout out to a man on the defense who's slowly climbing up the draft chart too. I've seen a lot of talk about him this past week. Shout out to Arvell Reese.
Yes.
I've seen him climbing up the board.
My boy sent me like 5 different videos of him.
Yeah, he's a beast. I did not think he'd be climbing up this much, but hey, shout out to Arvell Reese. He's a dog. I could see him possibly going top 10, which is kind of outrageous if I said that a year ago.
He's the Trayvon Walker of this year's draft, it looks like.
I mean, hopefully he doesn't turn out to be the way Trayvon Walker's going.
Trayvon Walker's not bad. He's just not amazing. On Primetime 2, who made that decision? What are they talking about? What's he talking about?
Yo, Welling, if I go up to Cuse, bro, are we going to a game if they're home?
I will gladly go to a game.
That's the question I need to ask. But yeah, Ohio State, great job this week.
Yeah, they are on Primetime. What the hell? It's 7:30. What up, Sigma? How are you?
Yeah, shout out to Bo Jackson. He had JJ's favorite number of yards. I'm not getting kicked off the show, so I will not be saying how many. But yeah, 34-16 win. JJ Smith, another touchdown. Carnell Tate doing his job. You know, a couple weeks ago or at the start of the season when, that Illinois was at the top of the charts before they got killed by they got killed by IU, who we'll talk about in a moment. I thought, this was going to be a trap game, JJ. I thought this was going to be a tough environment to go into. But I'm going to be honest, at halftime it was 20-0 or 20-3 and it was domination. I'm going to be honest.
I got to say, I'm very disappointed with Brett Bielema's offensive coordinator. The Illinois Fighting Illini did everything in their power to lose that game. I'm disgusted. I'm flat out disgusted. Their play calling was awful, but I do want to give some credit to Ohio State's goal line defense. They're just as destructive as last year. Honestly, better. Dare I say better than last year. But to go through the next part of college football, my Fighting Irish got another big win. It's 36-7 against NC State. The referees did everything in their power to give NC State any hope in this game, and we still beat them by 29, but that goes besides the point. The big matchups were Florida State losing to Pitt. Pitt is low-key a sneaky contender in the ACC to play spoiler. Like they
go into the Dome this week.
They are going to the Dome on Saturday night. That's gonna be a show for sure. Also, want to give a huge shout out to the Penn State Nittany Lions for losing to Northwestern this week and firing James Franklin.
Finally happened. Penn State might. I don't know where Penn State goes from this point, JJ.
Guess what though, Jacob? It still didn't get them locale of the week, even after firing them. But I do want to give a huge shout out again to, Penn State, because I can't believe what I'm saying. when Locale Madness starts in December, there was one key favorite. Do you know who that key favorite was?
Let's see here.
There's one team that was worse than everybody, in my opinion. Were the biggest joke in sports this year. I think you know who I'm talking about. Do you not know? And we lost Jake. We lost Jacob. Great. Yeah, I'm losing Jacob. Come on, there's one answer, dude. Or two. Capture lag and leave and come back. Anyway, I'm going to get back into the recap while I wait for this kid to get his internet fixed. To sum it up, it was a pretty chaotic week in college football, I got to say. Shout out again to the top 25 teams for holding it down. Yeah, down goes Caps. I agree. It's okay. I'll take over. College football is kind of my thing anyway. To take things over, we had ourselves dominance in Utah at Rice-Eccles Stadium. The Utes beat the living breaks out of Arizona State 42-10. I think Caps got Chrome fixed. Yes, he did. But yeah, Jacob, there was one.
There we go.
There was one contender for Lolcow of the Year. Do you know who that was?
See, if I had to say a locale of the year,
year. Come on. There's only one right answer.
I mean, if it's not Penn State, I don't know. Not coming to my mind at the moment. It definitely had to be Penn State then.
It was going to be the New York Mets.
I mean, yeah, the Mets are every year. I'd say.
But guess what? It's not going to be them. They're not the 1 seed anymore. Lowell Mets has been vindicated because Penn State's decided to take this as a fucking challenge.
Yo, Alex Collins.
They might not even be bowl eligible at this point. It's ridiculous. They're a joke. They are an absolute joke, Penn State. But yeah, that pretty much summed up the recap. Alabama beat Missouri. Georgia beat Auburn. And Texas gave belt to Oklahoma 23-6. And then Indiana. Shout out the Hoosiers. I hate this. I now have to say that Indiana is the top 3 team in the country. I fucking hate this. And if you want me to, I could pull up my top 25. I'm not sure if you've seen it yet, but I could show you what my top 25 is.
I mean,
now my top
these past weeks have been.
That's okay.
There are more good games this week also.
My top 25 is very different from a lot of other people's. This is my top 25. What do you think?
I mean, I think that's a fair point. I mean, you still like Ole Miss was 4 last week, I think, right?
In my ranking, they were always they were 4.
I'm saying IRL they were 4, I think.
Oh yeah,
right?
they were. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they go down, but I mean, this is a fair top 25 to be honest. You gotta have. I don't know. I feel like Nebraska.
Nebraska, I'm on the fence about. If they win this week, they're going to be in for sure.
I mean, they beat Cincinnati, who's your 25, but that
is true. But Cincinnati did just beat Iowa State.
Yeah, but the team that I think that should be in here that you have on here is Washington. They should be in the top 25.
No one gives credit, and it pisses me off.
They are a solid team. Shout out to them, even though OSU legit put BTA to them on the road.
It's BTA. I mean,
they didn't really do much against us. I'm gonna be quite frank, but hey, they killed Rutgers. They're 5-1. Came back against Maryland on the road. You know, Maryland's probably top 25 right now if they win that game, but they did just lose to Nebraska, so that's another story. But yeah, Washington, shout out, give credit to them. They've been good. Virginia as well, who you have at your 16. Texas is back in the top 25 for you. They did beat Oklahoma with Mateer, but I don't think Mateer was 100% at all.
Mateer was definitely not.
He did not look like John Mateer. That did not look like him at all.
No, they completely rushed him, and it's really not even close. They 100% rushed the guy.
Indiana 3, Georgia Tech still there at 11. Oklahoma falls down 10.
Look who's climbing back to the top 15.
Vanderbilt.
They're at 17. Come on now.
Oh, you want me to who? Texas.
Yeah. Texas is low-key climbing back up.
Who
the team that I feel like Texas has a who does Texas play?
Oh,
Texas
Kentucky.
plays Kentucky. Yeah, that's an easy dub. You would think, though.
I
So,
mean,
yeah.
on the road at night. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. So, unfortunately, I do have some bad news for a lot of you. There is no guest picker this week. The date change screwed up everything, but it is what it is. We're going to just keep this thing going. I am opening up the call box. So if any of you guys want to make some calls, dial that number 914-458-1596. That is 914-458-1596. The call-in box works. We've tried it a million times. It does work. Give it a try. Speak your mind. Jets fans, I specifically want to hear from you this week. Because this is a safe space, okay? Just let it all out. Breathe, relax. You know you're not going anywhere. You're probably going to end up 0-7 after this week. It's okay. Just breathe. Oh, wait a sec. We got ourselves an actual caller that I recognize. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only is back, ladies and gents. It is Matthew Welling.
Oh, yes. My favorite caller.
He's actually calling in.
Hi, you've reached Matthew Welling. I can't get to the phone right now.
Never mind. He sent me a voicemail. Rip. That's brutal. Okay. Never mind then. Wait, now he's I'm gonna call him back one more time. Yeah, let's try that again. I'm not sure why that. Oh, here he comes. Matthew, how's it going, man?
How dare you play my voicemail over the air? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
It wasn't intentional, I swear.
No, I had to. Funny story. I had to redo it like 5 times last year because at one point someone called me and I thought they called me a woman when I called them back. They thought I was a female.
That's crazy.
So that's the story about that. My question here is for Jacob. Jacob, what the freak are we doing on Madison Square Garden ice, bro? Why we got no freaking goals?
Jeez.
It's all for the Knicks, man. The Knicks have to be winning a championship.
That's a good question.
They're waiting for the Knicks, I guess.
Yeah,
But
I guess so.
I don't understand what's going on. They look great on the road. They got a tough one tonight against Toronto. But as a hockey fan, I just want to know why aren't we clicking?
I don't know.
I mean, I can't even say it's the team themselves. I mean, they played well. So like, I don't really know if it's the team. I hope this isn't a slump like last year. I don't know. It should not be.
I don't think there's going to be a slump. I think that they're just getting bad puck luck right now, and there's only a matter of time before they finally get things going. But we'll see how it goes. I think that they're going to be just fine. Well, you got any predictions for Pitt versus Syracuse on Saturday? Because y'all are on prime time.
Here's my prediction. I'm going to leave by halftime. That's my prediction.
Well, can you hear me, or is it still one person only?
Well, you can hear Jacob, right?
No.
Oh, damn it!
All right, so ask him if I visit Cuse, are we going to a game?
If Jacob visits Cuse, are you guys going to a game?
We're so out to a game, but not this weekend or in the near future.
All right,
I'm leaving it. That's my prediction. I'm leaving at halftime, and I'll let you guys be.
You're leaving at halftime. All right, thank you, Wally. Have a good night. All right, let's see if any other guys call in. We should be good for right now, I believe. But yeah. No number. What's up?
Yo.
What's good?
Yo, it's me, Cool Sigma.
What up, man? How are you?
I'm doing good.
So what you want to call in about? What's your topics, or what do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about Texas football.
Texas football. All right, talk.
All right. I think if Texas can settle their O-line situation, I think they can make it to the playoffs.
You do know you basically have to win out to make it, right?
Yeah.
So what is your take if you think that their offensive line is like their only weak spot, do you think that Arch is finally going to start, playing up to form? Because right now, I don't think he has been what has been advertised.
Oh, what did you say? You cut out.
I said Arch has not been playing up to what he was advertised as. Why do you think that's the case?
I think the O line just like making him panic and throwing the ball away and making interceptions. I think he has too much pressure on him.
So you got let's go through the rest of your schedule for the rest of the season. Because I'm pretty sure there is a legitimate shot that Texas could honestly make the playoff. The loss that is going to hurt them is Florida. That kills them and really gives them any legitimate chance at securing a playoff spot going at 9-3. That won't happen.
No.
You're going to have to make it with 2 losses. You play Kentucky, you play Mississippi State, and you've got Vanderbilt, then you've got Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
You've got Arkansas, and then you've got Texas A&M in Austin.
The only thing I'm worried about is the Texas A&M and Georgia game because we do go play at Georgia.
Yeah, that's definitely the toughest game on the schedule, in my opinion, because you're at Georgia. I think that you're playing. He is. It's going to come down to whether or not that you guys are able to, win on the road and then go out and beat A&M. If A&M's even going to hold up for being this good, I think that's what it's all going to come down to. But
I think A&M will be.
You think A&M will? All right. You got any final takes, Sigma, before we move on?
No.
All right. Thank you, man. Have a good night.
Hey, you too.
Take care. All right. So I'm going to get the pick'em set up, assuming that we don't get any more callers, which wouldn't be too much of a surprise. It's 5:30 at night, so we'll see how it goes. Jacob, the slate for this week is kind of intriguing, honestly.
Yeah, we got some good games here.
There is, but for some reason, there's a game they forgot, and I'm very surprised they forgot this game. They didn't mention
tomorrow.
Yeah. These are Saturday. The
game you're talking about.
No. This is on Saturday night.
Oh, okay.
So the game that I'm talking about is USC Notre Dame. They didn't put that on here for some reason. I don't know. LSU Vanderbilt. I already made my picks. These are more your picks because people know what I picked.
This team is favored is low key crazy.
That's wild.
But I don't hate it. I still think LSU is going to win this game, even they're in Vanderbilt. Even though the Vanderbilt might have the QB with the biggest pair of balls since Johnny Manziel, I still think LSU goes and gets the job done. Vanderbilt's a good team. They almost who'd they lose to? Oh, they lost to Bama, right? On the road, I'm pretty sure. Almost won.
Their loss was to Alabama on the road. That was their one loss.
They almost beat Bama, but I think LSU's got this one.
I sure hope so. I'd love to see Vanderbilt win, but I don't see it.
Even though they're favored, which I'm low-key surprised they are.
Next up is Georgia Tech and Duke.
Now again, the team that should win is not favored.
Yeah, I don't understand some of these spreads.
Duke got killed by Illinois, which is now looking pretty bad.
Yeah.
Illinois is meh. And they also lost to Tulane on the road to their old QB. Oh, no, he played at BYU. What am I saying? But yeah, their losses to Tulane and Illinois. I still think Haynes King gets it done even on the road. Georgia Tech is still a very good team. They've proven time and time again they can still win the games even when they're down late. I have the Yellow Jackets winning this one on the road.
You do? Good. Mm-hmm. Next up, we have Arizona and Houston.
This is these two are not right. Houston and Arizona. I'm going to go with Noah Fifita and the Wildcats on the road in this one. A little bit of a shocker, but I think they get it done. They have a solid team. They did barely lose to BYU in double overtime last week at home. They lost to, how do you say this guy's name? Was it Bear?
Bear Bachmeier.
Where's number 47 as a quarterback? That's outrageous.
Go. We love that guy.
But yeah, I think for FIDE, they get it done on the road.
All right, I like it. Baylor and TCU.
Baylor, they've barely beat the team TCU lost to last week, Kansas State. I'm going with the Horned Frogs at home in this one.
All right. Oklahoma and South Carolina.
Is Mateer playing or is he going to sit out? Because it's not.
I would think Mateer's going to sit out because they saw how poorly he did against Texas.
Yeah, if I'm him, I'm sitting out until he's fully better. Let's see. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up any news on him real quick, and then we'll see what they didn't win. Who enters as the favorites? I think he's playing. No,
You think so?
I mean, what the looks of what I'm seeing on social media, it looks like he's probably. I mean, he didn't throw the ball that badly. Like it didn't. The throws didn't look that bad. It was so tight spiral. If that's the case, I'm gonna go Oklahoma. But if he's not playing, I think Sellers and the Gamecocks pull the upset off.
Wow, I like that.
It depends if he's playing or not.
That game would single-handedly cost Oklahoma their season.
Yeah, if they lose in any way, shape, or form.
Ole Miss and Georgia.
This is low-key no-brainer for me. I'm going with the Dogs at home. Ole Miss is looking horrible. Even though they're 6-0, they almost lost to Wazoo.
It was all that LSU game, man.
Yeah, all that LSU game. Lane Kiffin talking about the over. So give me Georgia.
All right, next up we've got Old Dominion versus JMU. I love this game. You already know I'm going to be watching this. We could skip this game if you don't want to pick this.
No, I'm going to go JMU. I think JMU. Oh, wow. They're even on this.
Yeah, this game's going to be crazy.
I didn't know Old Dominion was like that.
They are. I mean, they beat fucking Virginia Tech by 30.
I mean, I'll be honest. Last week at JMU had me stressing because I put them on the line. They almost lost to, what was it, the Raging Cajun, who aren't even doing
Raging Cajuns, yeah.
What are they? Mountain West? No,
they're still Sun Belt.
I forgot what conference it was. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Dukes at home. I think they're still a really good team.
Going with the Dukes. I like it. Next up, we've got Penn State. Oh, my God.
All right, just move on, bro. I think Iowa wins.
Bro, if Penn State loses this one.
I would not be surprised if they win, though.
Penn State's got to win that one, you would think.
I'm just going to pick Iowa.
Missouri and Auburn, a sneaky one.
I mean, Auburn was leading for most of the game against Georgia, weren't they?
They were. Mm-hmm.
And then I heard, I didn't watch the game, but I heard Arnold fumbled on like the goal line or something.
Yeah, he got sold. I'm pretty sure that was a touchdown, in my opinion.
Yes, I mean, Auburn's still a dangerous team at home, but I'm going to go with Bo Pribula and the Tigers.
Bo Pribula, I like it.
Pribula, who cares?
Yeah.
What's the thing in math? I forgot what it was.
Parabola?
Yeah, parabola. That's what we're going to call him. Parabola. Bo Parabola.
Utah and BYU, the Holy War.
Holy War. This has been a sick rivalry for years. I'm going to take Bear, though. Give me Bear and the Cougars.
I picked Utah in this one. Oh, and oh my God, how the hell did they forget the other two games? Okay, I'm just going to rifle them both off. USC Notre Dame.
Okay. So my head wants to pick one team. My heart wants to pick the other. As much as I like seeing you suffer as a friend, I think Notre Dame wins at home. They're gonna win at home.
We cannot lose this game.
If you
whoever loses this game is done. This is literally to keep someone's season alive, and it's against their biggest rival, and it's potentially the final game of the rivalry.
Why is that?
They're saying they might end the rivalry. Apparently, there's just
that's disgusting. That is.
If this is the final game of the season and we lose it, oh my God. And finally, the Empire Sports Media game of the week, Alabama, Tennessee.
Where's the game? Is it at Bama or is it at
Tusca?
Oh, I don't think the thing. I mean, Tennessee struggled a little bit last week against Arkansas at home. I mean, Arkansas is not a bad team, but at home a little bit, so I'm gonna go with the Tide. They're gonna continue their hot streak. Ty Simpson is he a real Heisman contender? I don't know.
I think he's the favorite. Honest to God, I think that Ty Simpson is currently the favorite.
That's fair. What's a lot of people saying the Mizzou running back too? I forgot his name.
Ahmad Hardy, monster.
What did you call him? Like Jesus on cleats or something last week?
Jesus in football cleats.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he's also incredible. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up for the recap of college football as we now jump into the NFL side of the show. Caps, would you mind taking us through what happened in the NFL this week besides the New York teams? Because we will get into them individually.
All right, I was about to start yelling. No, NFL this week, half of my fantasy teams lost, which is great. Of course, you won again. Baker Mayfield continues to show why he could.
Wait. Who won again?
Yeah. All right, bro, we get it. I'm not paying you. Okay, I'll pay you. I have to pay you.
You want to know what makes better? You want to know what makes things better? Not only did I win by 60, not only did I win my 5th game in a row, I held Gans to under 87 to under 90 points and beat him by 60. It's beautiful. Yeah, and now they're facing the drop at 2-4.
Yeah, maybe now they're 2-4. I mean, he doesn't care anymore because he won last year.
FRAUDS frauds. How the hell did I lose? Danny Earp, how the hell did I lose to him? That's brutal. Shout out to that's my one loss. Was to them week 1.
I don't even know.
Yeah, because Josh Allen put up like 50 points. That's why I lost.
All right, Baker Mayfield. As I was saying, Baker Mayfield continues to show why he could be the MVP. JJ, do you see a case in that?
Yes, I do. I mean, he's gonna single-handedly, like I said in my power rankings, the Bucs are the number 1 team in football right now. I'm being so serious. They're probably the best team in the league, just performance-wise, and they're doing it with all these injuries. Like they just lost Emeka Egbuka, which sucks because that's one of my favorite players to watch. I love watching him play. I definitely don't own him in almost every single fantasy league I'm in.
You have him in our league? I think you do, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want him?
No, I'm all right. I just got his creamsicle jersey. That's why I'm a huge fan of him.
You got his jersey. I like that.
We all know
the.
I'm not gonna grab it right now, but yeah, creamsicle.
We all know the real reason why you like him.
Yeah. I mean, we all know the reason you like watching him.
Yeah, because he's killing for me in fantasy.
And also the national. Okay, yeah, I'll just move on.
Okay, move on. You had me for a second, and you lost me. Continue with the recap.
Yeah, Packers barely beat the Bengals low key. They low key struggled a bit. The defense wasn't that great. JSN continues to prove why he's maybe the best receiver in the league this year. I know you want me to say someone else, but he got hurt. Puka got hurt this week. The Rams looked mad iffy, if I'm being quite frank. They barely beat the Ravens. You were there.
Okay, I wouldn't say barely. They flat out mauled them. They played one half of football and managed to beat them by 2 scores. I will say, though, M&T Bank Stadium, amazing place to watch a football game. And it was sold out, by the way. This game was basically sold out for the 1-4 Ravens. We avoided all the rain. I spent a fuck ton of money. It was worth it. I would go back and do it again. The Rams fans took over M&T Bank Stadium. It was a beautiful thing. I'm not even joking. There was blue all over the place.
No, they take over. I see it. The Panthers continue to shine. They beat the Cowboys. Bryce Young.
How about them? How about him, Cowboys?
Bryce Young, Ted McMillan, I believe, had 2 touchdowns. Rico Dowdle.
And I lost Caps again. Brutal.
Am I here? Hello?
But speaking of which, there he is. You're there.
Okay. Yeah, Rico Dowdle continues to shine. The Colts win again. Chargers barely win. Drake May is low-key top 5 in the league now, and I actually think he is. Because he is shining a lot. The Jets lost again. We'll get to the New York teams, though, in a moment, more in depth. Yeah, that's the NFL recap. And then we'll get to the Thursday night game in a second as well.
Who could forget the Monday night games where the Buffalo Bills lost to the Falcons? Specifically, Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, give me a second. Oh, yeah. And the Bears won. Good for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this. Put this as in a sentence. I can't even speak. The Chicago Bears won a football game on a game-winning field goal by Jake Moody.
Tell a Niners fan that they'll flip out.
Oh, yeah, and the Niners lost again, which we absolutely love to see. The 49ers lost to an injury-riddled fucking squad. We love watching the 49ers suffer. It's great. Let's see off one, though.
All right.
Just awards to give out.
There we go.
And it all came ahead on Thursday night. For the first time ever, Lockout of the Week and King of the Week were given for the same goddamn game. Starting off with our esteemed King of the Week, totaling a whopping 78% of the votes. Cam Scatterboo, IW King of the Week.
What that man is a bad man.
What a performance by Cam Scatterboo.
Unreal. Runs right through that Eagles.
Talk to me about that Thursday night game, man.
Man, I don't think I've ever seen the Giants play as good as they did that game. Great job overall by both sides of the ball, including Brian Dable yelling at the team doctors. Congrats to the Giants on a huge win. That's a huge momentum win for them.
I'll tell you what, if Dart was like found out long term, Brian Dable would have been lockout of the week for that. Because that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Apparently, then they had to issue a statement on it, which is low-key a little funny as well. But yes,
now he's getting fined.
Of the week, Dart, great job. Wandale, great job. Defense, great job. I mean, shoot, I don't know what I was watching. The Eagles always kill us. I mean, Jalen Hurts looked really bad.
He was awful.
I just want to ask Eagles fans one thing. How do they enjoy watching Eagles games when the tush pushes might be the most boring play in football? 4 straight plays in a row is insane work.
Yeah, right. I did not understand it. It's crazy that's what it came down to. Yeah. And the fact that, and by the way, this man had himself a phenomenal performance. I mean, he ran the ball like I haven't seen a player run like that in some time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you have? 31 fantasy points, I believe?
Yeah. And I played him and I lost to Robbie. Shout out. It's okay, though. If you lose in fantasy and your NFL teams wins is still a good weekend.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm fine with that. So, as we now get into the opposite side of the equation, it was a great night to be a New York sports fan, which normally means it is not a good day to be a Philadelphia sports fan. They decided, you know what? We are going to amplify the pain. It started things off in Los Angeles as the Philadelphia Phillies took on the LA Dodgers in Game 4. An absolute pitcher's duel after the Phillies gave them belt to ass in Game 3, giving the Phillies a bit of hope. Holding on to a 1-0 lead, the Phillies walked the bases loaded and the Dodgers tied the game. As we then get to the bottom of the 11th inning, Orion Kerkering comes in after a solid 4 innings from Jesus Luzardo. The bases are then loaded. A ground ball by Andy Pages goes right back to him. He can't field the ball. JT Realmuto is pointing to throw to first base, and
he had him at first by a couple steps.
And he throws it away. That's brutal in itself, which, by the way, I was celebrating. But then you get to Thursday Night Football. The Eagles had themselves a get-right game, a must-win game against a division opponent that they normally crush. And they lay the fattest egg ever. And to make matters worse, The Flyers lost also.
I
For
don't
the
think they cared
first
about
time ever, true. For the first time ever, an entire city won locale of the week. Philadelphia, this is the only trophy you're bringing home in the month of October. Locale of the week, all of Philly sports.
including the Sixers.
Including the Sixers, because the Sixers just suck. Also, they have to watch Gershon Yabusele on the New York Knicks. So that's a punishment in itself.
Congratulations to city of brotherly shit.
Brotherly love. We love to watch them suffer. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up for Locale and King of the Week. Congratulations to our winners. As we now get into the preview, that is the Giants and the Broncos. How we feeling going into this one?
After coming off what I just saw from the Broncos in London, I think the Giants can win this game. And I'm not saying that biasly. The Giants coming off a hot win against the Eagles, the Broncos only scoring 13 against the Jets. I mean, Jackson Darton's going to have to repeat Thursday night. Defense needs to lock down Sutton, lock down Franklin, lock down Dobbins and Nix. But I think the Giants can get it done. It's going to be a tough game to win on the road in the Mile High City, but I think they can do it. They definitely have the weapons to do it. Just need to continue playing 4 quarters of solid football, and you'll get the job done.
I think it goes without saying the fact that the Giants actually have a chance to save their season on Sunday. They win against Denver. They're right back in the conversation of winning the NFC East because the NFC East is now anybody's contest.
Yeah.
The Eagles keep tripping over themselves. The Commanders can't get out of their own funk. It's anyone's division right now. And if the Giants can win like their next 3 out of 5 games, they're right there in the conversation. They'll be around 500. They're right where they need to be. And honestly, if they can't win the division, the wild cards are an absolute mess right now.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of room left for the Giants, but they got to win on Sunday. I think they could potentially get it done. But speaking of the Broncos and speaking of nightmares, my goodness, man, what the fuck happened across the pond last week?
I mean, I don't know what that was from both teams. I mean, we had a safety from a holding in the end zone to Bo Nix spiking the ball into the dirt 3 times. So we'll see what happens. But
to make matters worse, Justin Fields had a net negative 10 passing yards.
Yep.
How is that even possible? To make matters worse, he went 9 for 17 with 45 yards. Breece Hall had 22 carries for 59 yards. They had 87 total yards of offense. The return game had more yards than they did. The return game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how insane that is?
Yeah. All right.
You'll never see that again. And to make matters worse, Aaron Glenn didn't give 2 fucks about it after.
Oh yeah, he left the whole game through.
Awful. Just awful. And they play the Panthers on Sunday. I don't think they're winning that game either. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Let's get into this week's picks, shall we? Because right now we got, anything to get my mind off the goddamn Jets. Seriously, anything. Let's jump into this already. Starting things off with the Thursday night game tonight, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
I'm going to be going with the Yinzes on the road, but I think they're still a really good team. I think they're going to end up winning the North. Bengals haven't impressed really anything so far this year. Give me the Steelers.
Yeah. Next up, we have the Rams and the Jaguars across the pond in Jacksonville. Puka is pretty much ruled out for this game.
Yeah, he's pretty much ruled out. Devontae Adams, who I'm playing in 2 leagues, is probably going to get the load for them. We'll see about Kyron also. I still think the Jags aren't really that great of a team. I don't think they're really beaten anyone besides the Chiefs. They lost the Bengals, who didn't have Burrow, who basically didn't have Burrow for half the game. So I'm going with the Rams.
I gotta go with the Rams as well. I mean, it's kind of hard to, go out there and beat a team like Jacksonville without your best weapon. But I mean, who knows? Maybe that Chiefs game was a fluke. I'm gonna go with the Rams, but I would not be shocked at all if they lost on Sunday. Saints and the Bears. This game is an interesting one.
I mean, this is an interesting one, but hey, the team that should win, if they win, man, they're looking at 4-2. The Bears, bro. A good team to watch out for, Loki.
Yeah, I got to go with Chicago on this one as well. Next up is the Dolphins and the Browns. Supposed wind of up to 50 miles an hour.
Not even just that. 95% chance of rain involved as well. That's what I'm hearing. So, I actually don't know who's going to win this. I don't even know if anyone's going to score, if I'm being honest. Somebody probably will, but who knows?
Devon Achane fantasy owners and Quinshon Judkins fantasy owners, you guys are dancing right now.
Yeah,
because all this game is going to be is run, pass,
yeah.
run.
Occasional pass. I don't know. I'm.
Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, why not? Who knows?
Patriots and Titans. I am definitely taking New England as my lock of the week this week.
Yeah, took the word out of my mouth. Who's going to say that? Oh, yeah. It's Vrabel returning to Tennessee. Tennessee just fired Callahan.
Who is the interim?
I don't know. That's a good question, but I know it's probably not going to be good. But
have they even named an interim head coach yet?
Let's see.
Mike McCoy is
Mike
their
McCoy.
New interim head coach.
Yeah,
he's
Mike
honestly
McCoy.
Not bad.
I don't know, but I still think the Pats get it done anyways. Drake May's looking.
Yeah. Raiders, Chiefs. Oh my God.
Yeah, what is that? -1,000? Yeah, it's
-1,000.
just about right. Give me the Chiefs.
Yeah. Next up, Eagles, Vikings. Carson Wentz revenge game, ?
Possibly, but I think the Eagles actually get this as their get-right game. I think they get the job done in this one.
Next up is the Panthers, Jets.
Give me the Panthers. I think the Jets are still going to win the first one.
Not so fast, my friend. I think the Jets are going to get their first win of the season.
I feel like the Panthers have been really good.
Giants, Broncos. The Broncos have looked very beatable up until this
they
point.
definitely have. I always don't pick. I never pick against my team, so I'm going with the Giants. Even though,
you know what? I'm going to agree with you. This is the game that really sets the Giants season up for success. Or this could be the game where it all crashes and burns. Follow it up with the Colts and the Chargers. ? Battle of the frauds?
No, I wouldn't go that far.
The Chargers are frauds. The Colts are winning this game. The Chargers are frauds.
I don't know what. Didn't the Colts just go to Spotify?
Didn't the Colts just go to where? And I lost Caps again. I'm going to prosper and take the Colts in this one. They're better than the Chargers by every measure. I think that the Chargers are fraudulent. And I think that Indy is just a better team overall. Moving on to the Commanders and Cowboys. I think that this is going to be a very well-fought offensive shootout because neither of these teams have any sort of resemblance of defense. So I'm going to go ahead and take Washington over Dallas in this one. I think that Jayden Daniels has himself a fantastic performance. I think that it's all going to come down to whether or not the Commanders' offense can, not turn the ball over, because that's a big thing that I'm kind of concerned about, is I don't know how they're going to be able to, move the ball without potentially Deebo Samuel. I'm hearing rumors that Terry McLaurin might be ruled out as well. Luke McCaffrey, if you're a Luke McCaffrey fantasy owner, you might be booming. Caps is just flat out gone. I don't know what just happened to him, but he just disappeared. But I'm going to keep going with the picks then. Packers are going to knock off the Cardinals. I mean, that pretty much goes without saying. Falcons at 49ers. We have a team that is coming off a huge victory over the Buffalo Bills on primetime in Atlanta versus a team that is just limping throughout the season, has so many injuries left and right. It's hard, man. This game could really go back and forth. I think that it's all going to come down to, intangibles. I think that Brock Purdy's going to have himself a solid game. I think that Christian McCaffrey is going to probably do enough to get them the win. I think that it's all going to come down to whether or not the Niners defense can hold firm with all the injuries they have. I'm going to go with San Francisco on this one. I don't want to go San Francisco, but I'm going to take San Francisco. It hurts me that I have to do it, but I'm going to take San Francisco to beat the Falcons. It's going to be hopefully a good game on Sunday Night Football. I hope the Falcons win, but unfortunately the Niners are going to win this game because I can't have anything nice. Next up on the docket is the Monday Night Football game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. I'm going with the Buccaneers. I think right now they're probably the best team in football right now. At 5-1, coming off a big win against, San Francisco. Mike Evans is back, which is huge for them. We're going to see how it all goes. But I do think that Tampa Bay is going to get the win here on the road in Detroit. Is he finally back yet? Yes, finally. There we go. Okay.
My bad. I don't know what happened.
You're good. I'm going to rifle off the games for you.
Yeah.
Colts, Chargers.
I'll take the Colts.
Next up, we've got Commanders, Cowboys.
I think the Commanders get their bounce back here. Even though CD's back, it's still going to be a good game. I got the Commanders.
Packers, Cardinals.
Packers. Lock of the week right there.
Falcons. Oh, yeah, Jets are my upset. Falcons, 49ers.
I'm going to take the Niners. Yeah, as you said there. Kittle's back this week, right?
Yeah, he is. Bucks, Lions. This is our game of the week. We will be streaming.
Game of the week. Lions are home. Tough game. Tough place to play. I don't know. I think the Lions have it still. I don't know.
I do want to share with you a statistic before you make your pick.
Okay.
In the history of Empire Sports Media Games of the Week, there is only one team that has a perfect record. Do you know what that team is?
I'm guessing, is it the Buccaneers?
It's the Detroit Lions. They've never lost a game of the week.
I think it'll continue.
I think it ends. I think the Bucks are finally going to get themselves back in with a huge victory over the Lions. And I think this is enough to officially catapult themselves into the NFL's elite, securing them a legitimate spot as potentially the number one team in the NFC. And finally, the Texans and the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks.
My mind says Seahawks. My heart says Texans. And that wraps it up for the NFL picks segment of our show. As we now get into, we didn't do it last week, but we're back for it this week. The high school football recap and preview. Cavs, I heard we got ourselves a barn burner at TZ this weekend.
Yeah, it was a really good game. Came down to the wire. You can check out the highlights on JPK_sports articles on Insta. Posted a highlight video there. Might do them more often. Low-key like a sportscast type thing where I, shout out Quick. Quick would hate me though because it's not timed correctly. But shout out to
what's your time?
No, I'm saying the thing I'm saying, like the video is not lined up with my talking because I did voice memos and I just put them in. But that's why we had Joe at camp. Shout out Joe, great guy. But yeah, check out the highlights.
Shout out to my professor Professor Delalicia.
Yeah, shout out Joe. But yeah, check out the highlights. JP _sports articles on Insta. TZ wins 13-7 over Greeley. They go up 13-0, almost choke it at the end. A third down face mask call gives Greeley a first down, and then they couldn't get anything going after they moved after the free set of downs. The lights went out for at least 20 minutes. I've never seen it before. Never seen the lights go out in like the last 5 minutes of a football game, but I feel like JJ's seen it before.
I have. I actually saw it when I made the trip up to Corning Painted Post for Newburgh football. It was about a 3.5 hour drive. We were in overtime, and the lights went off. We had no idea what the hell was going on, but guess who knew?
Your dad?
The Corning students literally all had their flashlights on the minute the lights went out. They knew that shit was coming. We didn't. And we, by the way, most rigged high school game I've ever seen.
I'm going to guess you
lost in double overtime. Yeah. But hey, that's okay. That was like 2 years ago. We ended up going to the state championship that year and got belted by the Bishop Sycamore if they were actually good, is how I felt about Buffalo Bennett. Yo, Caps, we got practice. Hurry up, bro. That's what Keith Kaza said.
That's what the comments are saying?
Yeah. We're fine. I'm not worried. Were there any other major results this week in Section 1/Independence before I jump into the Section 9? Because I got a lot to talk about in Section 9.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't have the sources. I don't have the crazy sources.
All right. Let's jump into Section 9's football this past week. It was a week full of barn burners and blowouts is what I like to call it. First things first, shout out to my guys over in Washingtonville for proving me right once again. I said they were going to win by 14 points. They ended up beating the Goshen Gladiators on the road. It was a very fun game to watch, to say the least. Shout out to their quarterback, Brennan Tessieman. He flat out balled. He had himself a fantastic performance. Tight end Dominic Perrone scored. Running back Liam Everett played pretty well. Overall, just a good team win for Washingtonville. And they needed this thing more than ever because now all of a sudden we have ourselves a bit of a controversy in Section 9 Class A. There's potentially 3 potential contenders to win the section. Cornwall, who got a huge win over, I'm pretty sure it was against Lords this past weekend. No, it wasn't against Lords. It was against, I think it wasn't Burt Hills, was it? It was some random team. I can't remember who it was. Because Cornwall flat out embarrassed them like 63-0. But Washingtonville needed this win more than anything because now their season remains alive. They're still holding on for dear life. And I think there's honestly a legitimate possibility that Washingtonville is going to go to the section championship. I think that it's going to be them and Cornwall. I think that Minnesink, if Washingtonville plays Minnesink again, I think that, will the Rangers score? Good question, Keith. I don't know. Hopefully. They're on the road, so we'll see. I think that there's a legitimate chance that Washingtonville will go to the section title game to play against Cornwall because I just feel like if they play Minnesink again, they will beat them. And I'm being so serious. But jumping over to the other Section 9 games, there are 3 things that are true in life, Jacob. Death, taxes, and Newburgh football beating the absolute shit out of Valley Central every single year. Another 50 bomb in the books. They beat the Vikings 56-14. Not a huge surprise there. I kind of saw that coming a mile away. The number 1 team in all of Section 9, Port Jervis, remains undefeated with a 28 skunk win over Marlboro. Minnesink Valley beats the brakes off of FDR 49-6. That was not even close. Shout out to my guys over at O'Neill beating SPAC 28-21. Again, shout out to Washingtonville for beating Goshen 35-21. Even bigger shout out to the number 1 team in Section 9 AA, and who are most likely the favorites to repeat Section 9 champions, the Monroe Woodbury Crusaders, with another just dominant game. Beat Kingston 49-14 when Kingston upset them last year in Monroe. I will never forget that game. It was, as somebody, and by the way, I was watching that game. I can't remember when it was when Monroe played Kingston last year. And I'm pretty sure we were off on a bye week, I think. or we just didn't have a game. And we were watching the game on like my TV and we're looking at the score and we're like, wait a second, there's a real possibility. Because if Monroe would have lost this game, like the door was open for us to be the number one team in AA since they lost that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was October 18th. It was the week before we played Kingston themselves. And all they had to do was just lose one more game and we would have secured ourselves the 1 seed. That unfortunately did not happen. And then they lost first round according to Paint to Post. But this Monroe team is absolutely disgusting. These guys are flat out embarrassing every single team they play. And honest to God, the biggest thing about this Monroe team is that they, again, like I said, fucking demolish everybody. They make me, someone who despises them with all my heart, want to see them succeed because they will constantly blow teams out. They're not playing down to competition anymore, and they're truly looking like a real legitimate state juggernaut. Yeah, state juggernaut. They'll give CBA a run for their money. This is the best Monroe team I've ever seen, bar none. I've never seen the Crusaders this good. Probably not since the 2000s they've been this destructive. Credit where credit is due. I tip my cap to those boys. I hate them with all my heart still, but I would honestly go on a deep state run because this is the team to do so. Lords beat that absolute shit out of Wallkill with a 50 bomb. Not a big surprise there. Saugerties stays undefeated, beating Rondout Valley 41-18. Burnt Hills beats Warwick 42-24. And that pretty much sums it up for the Section 9. For the recap, as we now get into the games this week. And we got ourselves a weird schedule, Caps. Would you mind kindly reading off these games for the Section 9 schedule? And to be honest, you're going to find a bunch of them on Saturday. So obviously start with Friday and then go to Saturday.
All right, put them up on the screen. Let's see these.
All right, we'll do. Let's get this thing up and running. Yeah, it hurts my soul that I'm actually wanting Monroe to succeed. But it's true.
All right, what is this? I don't know what week it is.
I don't know either. I think it's week 7. Yeah, week 7.
Let's be week 7. Section 9, we have New Paltz and Highland to start.
Highland has been very on the fence this year, but New Paltz has just been straight up dog shit. I'm going with New Paltz. Or no, Highland. Fuck, Highland.
6-0 battle, Saugerties and Port Jervis.
So Port Jervis, in my opinion, and I've said it time and time again, Port Jervis is without a question the number 1 team in Section 9. They're by far the biggest threat to win a state championship. They're going to say, oh, but they're a Class B school. I don't care if they're a Class B school. They are the most dominant team in the section. They are. And I will go on record, and I will say that they would beat Monroe in a game. I do. I think that they are the team that could beat anyone in the section. I'm going with Port Jervis. And by the way, I'm just going to quickly read off my rankings for this week. For those that haven't seen it yet, I'm going to just put them up on screen really quick. Let me find this real fast. It's going to say week 6 rankings. Just ignore that. And here it comes. These are my rankings for this week. Honestly, nothing out of the ordinary changed within the top 15. But yeah, Port Jervis is currently the team to beat. Monroe at number 2. Cornwall at number 3. Minnesig at number 4. Washingtonville jumping Newburgh at number 5, which is crazy to think about, by the way. Newburgh at 6. Saugerties at 7. Goshen at 8. Middletown at 9. Pine Bush at 10. By the way, Pine Bush, get yourself a Chuck E. Cheese application. Losing back-to-back games to underdogs, disgusting. Marlboro, Beacon, Chester, Lords, Warwick, back to the games. I'm going with Port Jervis to beat the Sawyers and remain undefeated and stay the number 1 team in Section 9.
All right, next we have Middletown and Valley Central.
So Middletown has been playing very good football as of late, but I'm sensing an upset brewing. I'm going with the Vikings. They got blasted by Newburgh, but I think that they played a very good game against Pine Bush. I'm going with Valley Central to upset the Middletown Midi Bears.
Next, we have O'Neill versus Dover.
I'm going with James I. O'Neill. They've been playing very good football on a 4-game win streak. Started the season off brutally, but have been figuring it out whatsoever. Skip the next 3 games. I don't give a shit about the next 2 games. Let's get to Washingtonville, Kingston.
Washingtonville, Kingston.
Pretty easy game for me. I think Washingtonville wins by about 25 points. It's going to be a bloodbath. Absolute bloodbath. And I lost him again. All right, I guess I'll keep going then. FDR beats Wallkill. Not a big surprise there. I wouldn't be shocked if it happened, though. I'm going to take the Panthers on this one. I'm going to go with Lords over Beacon. Lords has been playing pretty dangerous football as of late, but Beacon's a pretty bad team at the moment. I'm going to go with Marlboro over Rondout Valley. Monticello is going to get smacked by Chester. That won't even be close. Minnesig massacres Warwick. And let's get into the Saturday games. Newburgh versus Proctor. Proctor is a Section 2 school all the way upstate New York. That's going to be a pretty tough game, but I'm going to take Newburgh to get the win on the road. Monroe Woodbury will flat out embarrass Pine Bush. It's not even going to be close. And last but not least, Spack and Kill will beat Burke. Because Burke's going to beat Spack and Kill, and Cornwall will smack Goshen. All right. Now let's move on to the Section 1 picks. But I'm going to go back and see if we really missed anything. I don't think we did. Yorktown beat Mayapack. Arlington beat Suffolk. Not a big surprise there. Mamaroneck put up a 40 bomb against New Rochelle. Carmel got shut out by Somers.
I mean, yeah, it's Somers for you.
True. John Jay wins 20-7 against North Rockland. Tuckahoe put up, Jesus Christ. Wow. What a game. 8-7. Shout out Pleasantville beating Nanuet. And White Plains got absolutely embarrassed. Port Chester loses 34-0. Shout out Albertus Magnus for beating Poughkeepsie.
I think it'll be a close Hudson Valley standings playoff push coming up. It's going to get close. I think top four is going to be interesting.
Next up, we had what else was kind of crazy? Oh, PR lost.
Yeah, Westlake's a really good team.
I think that pretty much sums it up for the recap. Let's get into Friday's games. Caps, we're going to start off with East Chester versus Clarkstown North. I'm
going to go North here. They're at home, and they're looking really good this year.
All right. Next up, we have New Rochelle versus Clarkstown South. It seems like New Rochelle just can't buy a win at this point.
I think it continues. I'm going to go with South.
Going to go with South. Scarsdale and Arlington.
Scarsdale, Arlington, and we're going to go – let's go – shocker. Let's go Arlington.
Wow.
Why not?
Okay. I mess with that. I do. Walter Panis versus Greeley.
This is an easy one. Give me Panis. They look really good this year.
Now, this is the game I can't wait for. John Jay versus Mamaroneck.
Mamaroneck and John Jay 4-8. I'm going with Mamaroneck at home. Battle of 6-0.
I can't do that. I got to take my boys, John Jay. I think they're going to win. Next up, we got never mind, forget that. North Rockland's going to just decapitate them. Lakeland versus Mayapack.
Lakeland, Mayapack. I'm going to go with the Pack at home.
Next up, we have Ketchum versus Mount Vernon.
Ketchum. I don't even know. Any of those teams are good. And then I'm going to go, let's go Ketchum in that game, and then let's go Carmel at home to bounce back in the next game. I think they're still a solid team.
I scrolled way too far. What do we got? Ooh, Nyack versus Rye. Good God. That'd be a slaughter.
Give me Rye.
Next up, we have Brewster versus Somers.
Somers. Their two losses are what? Ryan Prep, right? On a Prep. I think so.
Yeah, Iona Prep and Rye. Those were their losses. And then Saturday, I'm assuming we do have a couple of games. We got some good ones. Tuckahoe versus Bronxville in a battle of the undefeateds.
Yeah, battle of the undefeateds. I'm gonna go Bronxville, number 7.
Pleasantville versus PR. Well, we know who Caps is definitely rooting for.
Yeah, we're gonna go Pleasantville. Shout out Natalia and them.
Dobbs Ferry and Hastings.
Dobbs Ferry. Let's go Dobbs Ferry.
Sleepy Hollow are gonna win, hopefully.
Mhm.
Tappan Z versus Port Chester.
This game is on Friday. They haven't updated it yet, but yeah, we're gonna go TZ to win this one. Apparently, Fireman Ed, Jet super fans that always goes to those games. That's what I hear.
At Port Chester?
Yeah, apparently I think it's good place for them.
Nice. And last but not least, we're gonna end off with Hendrick Hudson against Westlake.
Let's go Westlake. They're a really good team.
They are. That about does it for the high school preview. That means the end of another episode of the J&J Show. Appreciate all you guys for watching. For Jacob Kaplan, I'm JJ Seglio. Have a great rest of your night.